Ladies and gents, what better day could we have right here? We have a Dwight Ramos documentary, my twin. We got Jordan next to me. Some W twin Dwights in the comments down below. WT Hubs maybe? Nah, that's too much. That's too much to ask for. We got 4 episodes to watch today. It's gonna be like a quick, probably 20 minutes. They're all short episodes, but yeah. Best Filipino basketball documentary? Question mark?
What was your earliest memory of the game?
When I was 5 years old, I remember the first game. I caught the ball and I dribbled to the wrong side of the opposite team side, and I shot it in there.
That is.
So people were cheering, laughing, and I thought I made it, but
no, they were not cheering, dude. I guarantee your parents were pissed the off. Oh god.
Then they were like, "Oh, you shot it in the wrong basket."
Nah, that's traumatizing. No wonder he. That's why he plays basketball, Chad. This is why he plays basketball. Wait, I actually did that. Oh my god, this wasn't my first time playing basketball, but I remember my first experience playing like basketball, kind of. We were playing a game of pickup basketball in my backyard. On like, we had like, it was a tiny little thing. We had a tiny little driveway. We were playing pickup basketball, and the game was to 21. And the other team, we were tied 19-19, and I got the rebound. I'm supposed to take it back to the 3-point line. We didn't have a 3-point line, but I was supposed to take it back and then shoot. But as I got the rebound, I shot right away, and they counted it for the other team. So my team lost. First basketball game. Low-key, I feel that, Dwight. This shit's traumatizing. Maybe that's why we like the sport so much, because it's just like, we started from the mud! Now we getting our way back. 24 for Kobe. Let's get it. Let me know your comment, or let me know your stories down below, your first ever time playing basketball. Pull up, trigger tray. Alright, W. Ian. I'm lifting 500 easily. W Smart Sports, unless they block this video. And W Twin. You look like that's a 2K
Dwight
loading
Ramos.
screen.
I'm from West Covina, California. I would say it's one of the Filipino towns in California, especially in Southern California. Grew up with my grandparents and stuff there. I was always around the Filipino culture.
Let's go.
My mom and dad made sure that me and my brother were always on top of our schoolwork, and they let us try all of the sports. Typical, you know, we had to clean the house, do our chores, do our homework, and then we could play our sports. Me and my brother, we would have to trade off sometimes just because like whoever didn't want to do whichever one. For me, the worst one was cleaning the toilet or cleaning the bathroom. I just didn't like doing that, so
Fair.
I would trade off, tell him like, I'll vacuum the house, you just clean the toilet, I'll do the rest. And then that was kind of my thing.
How did Eli take to that? The trades?
I'm the older brother, so he always had to listen. My brother, the middle child, free guy. I had it the hardest because I was the oldest. Then my brother probably had it the easiest. And then my sister's the spoiled one. But she's also the funniest one, I would say. She just could make the whole room laugh.
Are you a protective, like, big brother to your sister?
Yeah, I'm protected to both of them, really. Even though he's only a year younger than me,
I don't know why he's not talking about me right now. We're literally twins. We're both the older brother, so I don't know. Maybe he'll mention me in episode 2.
No.
Sounds like they're from a good household. I mean, sounds like we're both from a good household. Twin.
Both of my parents were really working a lot, especially because they migrated to the U.S. They're really working hard to make their way there. My dad, for the longest time, he wakes up maybe at like 4 or something, goes to work, comes back around 6 or 7. So he's out the whole day because he has to drive maybe an hour to work.
Damn.
And I would see him for dinner, and he would he would practice with us or bring us to practice, wait for us. sometimes help us with our homework.
Did bro sleep?
My mom, she would wake up, make us some breakfast, but like she would leave it on the counter for us, and then she would go to work before we woke up. And then our grandparents would bring us to where the school bus picked us up, and then we would go to school, come back. My mom's still at work, and then we would come home.
Low-key, I want to 1v1 Dwight Ramos. Sorry to just interrupt this immaculate storytelling going on here. I'm going to the PH in November. Dwight Ramos, let's 1v1. I already talked to Mason Amos, so you can talk to him about it.
She'd make dinner, and then she would start studying her flashcards so that she wanted to get more ahead in their school, like get a bit better degree, so she'd get a better job. So yeah, she was working, going to school at the same time, taking care of us.
Dang.
And we had practice. If we had practice that day, she would bring us, or my dad would bring us, but their days were the whole day. I could tell like when they were tired, but I would always just like, come on, Mom, like we gotta go. I can't miss my practice. And then they would bring us anyway, like no matter how tired they were.
That's W parenting.
There's something I want to show you.
Oh God, don't get him
If you
emotional.
could tell us more about this moment, I would appreciate it.
Oh God.
Oh, all right.
Is this when I gave him
You see the Kobe's on here?
$10,000 from Mr. Beast?
I was so happy when I got them.
Tell me more about that.
Well, these are, the Kobe's nowadays, they aren't like they used to be.
What's happening?
You see them on the shelf, you gotta grab them. Now it's harder to find them. But this was in 8th grade. 8th grade.
Looks like a military.
When I joined the travel team. My dad was the assistant coach. My brother was on the team too. And then I forgot what city, but we played this tournament. We were playing every weekend. And this is one of the weekends we won the championship for the tournament.
Type
big
shit.
Do you recall how you got those kicks?
I got some Kobe's. They were sitting at the register. I was like, are those for sale? And then luckily they were, and they were my size, so I got them. It was the one that the Kobe 4s, the half was white and then the other half was purple.
Oh, the gradients.
Yep. Those are crazy.
Your own money or with mom?
Oh, of course, my mom and dad.
How did you ask them for it?
Honestly, like if I asked for basketball shoes, they would always get it just because they know like I just love basketball and I don't ask for anything else unless it's basketball shoes or actual basketball. I didn't ask for anything else. Since I was young, I always believed in myself though. I
believe in you too,
basketball
twin.
much.
Absolutely.
I worked so hard, like just practicing. Even though I didn't know where I would go, I just knew that like I loved it so much. I practiced so much that I would get somewhere, and I'm
Should we
blessed where I
snack
am
up
now.
for this?
Seeing him and seeing like the other players that went
Let's
to
get
Division
snacked up.
I
Don't you dare end this episode on me, boy. Don't you dare!
Hey,
Oh!
you're a mama's boy or a daddy's pride?
He's a mama's
I'm
boy.
both.
Oh.
When I was a little kid, I was always asking for my dad when I was crying. And then I got older, I would kind of just look at my mom, chase my mom around, and then try to be like her. And then,
What do you mean by that?
for sure, my dad is always posting pictures of me, everything that I do. So I would say I'm also his pride.
W! I'm the rejected child. Yeah. No, they don't fuck with me. Papa Ramos, he don't even call me. Hold up. 2K loading screen. Yes, sir. My career just started. I might do it Dwight Ramos, my career. I might have to do it.
My mom was a nurse, and my dad was an engineer working in an oil refinery.
Did they
Wow.
meet in the U.S. or did they meet before they left for the U.S.?
They met before, and then they came over together.
That's love. That's true. Their parents' hard work probably did instill a lot of discipline into them.
From my mom, I got the hard work.
Oh, here we go.
Well, both of them have hard work, but I would say just like that organization, cleanliness. And then from my dad, I got maybe more of his personality, just relaxed, a little more soft-spoken. So I guess I got mixed with both of them.
What role did your family play in nurturing your love for the game and, of course, helping you prepare for the next level?
Just basically like anything that I needed, everything that I wanted, they took care of it. I wanted to go to this school. I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. to take a bus. And when my parents would bring me there, my mom changed her job to work closer to the high school.
Any favorite classes, favorite teachers?
Math. I've always been a math guy. I don't like reading, I don't like writing, but...
I'm not making that face because these are sour as hell. I'm making that face because math? Twin! Math?
And he teaches health, but it's more than that. Like he like teaches some life lessons in his class.
He's one of
too.
those type of teachers.
He's a great guy.
Those are the W teachers. The ones that start yapping about not even the right subject. That's the best part. Rejection.
In middle school, I didn't make the basketball team.
Oh.
And I remember like I called my mom to pick me up. And I just sat inside this big trash can and waited for her in the trash can. All my friends got picked in the 7th grade.
You sat in a trash can?
And I was the only one that didn't make it. If it was why, it was because I was too fat.
Oh.
How
did you fit in the trash can?
I was just eating. I didn't know much about the diet. Just eat, play basketball. You think you're gonna be fine. But then you see the other kids and they can run fast, they jump higher. So 7th to 8th grade is when I lost a lot of weight. And then the next year, I like got in shape. I was all ready.
So he didn't start playing basketball till 8th grade? Or he didn't make the team until 8th grade? That's impressive as hell. Bro's a pro basketballer. And he didn't start really playing basketball until like 8th grade. Damn.
I was like, I don't want to join the team anymore. They didn't pick me. But then that year they asked me to join the team instead of me like trying to try out and everything.
Oh,
they asked me to.
That's fucking aura. Next year they asked him to join.
To join the team. So
wow.
that was a good moment for me. Up until then, I was just playing for fun. I was just trying to be the best at what I was doing, but I didn't think past my little area. I didn't think like other states, other countries.
Oh, you're global now.
In 8th grade, I was playing at one of the travel teams, and they're like, "Oh, you should look into going to this high school. This is where the best players in California are." I was like, "Oh, I'll do it." It was a private school. I had to pay to get in, and pay the tuition and stuff. So my parents had to pay the tuition for that for 2 years. The first year I was on the freshman team, and then the second year I made the varsity team.
Oh my God,
and we were actually national champions.
Ah!
With Stanley Johnson was the best player on the team.
Ah!
He went to Arizona, played in the NBA.
Brother played with Stanley Johnson?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I think he's in like the Euro League now, but he played in the NBA, dude.
Just seeing him and seeing like the other players that went Division I in the U.S., like it gave me something like, oh, I want to be like them. I want to play at that level too. So that's where it kind of got serious for me.
The fuck? W parents.
Whenever I think about like my struggles and then I think of them, it's like my struggles don't even compare to theirs. Mine,
real.
I can get through it in a day. For them, they struggled for a lot of years.
Yep.
It's just inspiring for me. Like they came over with pretty much nothing and they made a lot out of it. I remember, but I was so young and I just feel
no preview. Let's get straight to the money.
Basketball is really life for me.
Ball is
everything
life.
I do since I was young too. Didn't take no vacations. I was just all basketball.
That's what I love to hear. Ooh, I like this. I like that beat.
To be honest, all I thought was basketball. So like I was friends with the basketball.
Okay, I'm learning about Dwight here. Brother knows nothing besides basketball. He likes math, but he don't know math like he knows basketball. I'll tell you that much. Holy shit, this guy likes basketball a lot. I respect it. What the fuck?
I had a couple friends in class, but never to the point like I would go hang out with them outside of school. Like my brother and sister were more friendly.
Is it LT Hubs that I'm not losing love for the game? I just keep getting injured, so I can't even play. But I played a couple weeks ago. This is the only time I've played in the past like 6-7 months, and I was still a bucket. Dude, I was still a bucket. What the fuck? Why is this here? Get out of here. Get out of here. What the fuck is that? But the difference between me and my twin Dwight is he got an injury too, but he kept going. He kept going. He persevered.
They had friends
I'm meant to do YouTube though. That's what I've realized.
Out of school, they would hang out with them. But for me, like, school was done. I just finished my homework real quick and started playing outside. And when I got old enough, I would call my dad, like, I'm gonna go to the gym, just pick me up there. Like, he'd pick me up at midnight.
Damn.
I just only wanted to play basketball.
Sounds like someone from Lower Merion High School.
No, right?
Or
Kobe!
24. Sounds a lot like him.
He was just the star of LA. Like, living in LA, I was always watching the Lakers and Kobe. And I wouldn't even say so much like his game, but just his mentality of like working hard, just to be better than everybody. It's just like working hard, dedication, discipline. That's kind of what resonated the most with me, not even just like his actual skills or anything.
You recall the first time you were able to see Kobe in the flesh?
I remember, but I was so young and tickets were expensive, so I was all the way at the top. So it's not like I could see him in person. I was almost watching on the Jumbotron.
Go top, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Who and why?
Come
I'm
on.
to say LeBron is the GOAT. It's just his long.
I'm cutting off from this bloodline. We are no longer twins. What the fuck is this? This is how you know Jordan's the GOAT. We're talking about LeBron and they still have an image of Jordan on the screen. Dude, Dwight, no.
Gotta give respect to that.
No.
It's hard to pick between Jordan and Kobe because they feel like the same player to me.
No.
I've only put Kobe before because that's my generation, my favorite player. And then Jordan's a little bit older, so like, you know, the older people are gonna get mad at me, but he's still third for me.
I'm not older than you, Dwight. I'm just not. I want to say bad things about you right now, but you're my twin, so I'm gonna keep it cool. Jordan at third?
Stop it. Get some help.
I've never in my life. I've never in my life. I've never in my life.
Starting a team with those three guys, who do you pick first?
Pick first, I'll pick Kobe.
That's fine. That's fine, I guess, because Kobe is like, it's Kobe.
The first 2 years in high school was when I was pretty much just looking at those stars and of what I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And then I transferred back to my hometown, public school, and I knew already what I wanted to do, where I wanted to get to. So I just kept working hard and I made it happen. I think my junior year, I was still one of the top scorers, but
839 points in one season, in 30 games. Let's do the math here. Let's do the goddamn math here. A smooth 28 a game.
my senior year is where I really went crazy my senior year.
Oh, really? What are we
I
saying?
was scoring like 45, 40. I don't remember how many shots I was taking, but it felt like every shot I was going in my senior year.
Okay.
Were you ever on the same team with Eli in high school?
Yeah, my senior year, he was a freshman. I'm just hoping that it could happen again in the future because like that was one of the best moments for me is just being able to play together with my brother. And back then, like, I just feel like I took it for granted. Like, I wish I had more time or I wish I could play it again. And
he's acting like he's dead.
Together professionally, that's something that like we can both remember for our whole lifetime.
I know international ball is what you're doing right now. So with that line, are you saying that there's a possibility in the future of you playing professionally here?
Yeah, for sure. Especially if my brother's doing well, I would want to join him. Join up, link up teams, and try and win some championships.
Oh, you're talking about the PBA?
Taps on his college games now?
Yeah, every game, whenever he plays.
Is there like a Coach Dwight in there when you review his games and stats?
For sure, there's a Coach Dwight. I message him at halftime too sometimes, just to, like, he's not in the right mindset. Like, yo, what are you doing out there? You know, I get on him probably the most.
That's good. Dwight's a good guy. Even though he picked LeBron and Kobe over Jordan,
From
he's
the
a
game
good guy.
of basketball, and especially when you're growing up, that you hope kids will also pick up when they watch this documentary? What would those values be?
I would say just determination, because there's like, in basketball, there's just so many ups and downs. A lot of people, like the ones that make it are just the ones that keep going with the flow. The ones that don't make it, even though they're probably better players, they just quit when it got too hard, you know? So for sure, determination is one. Discipline.
Yup.
Because you need discipline in everything.
I shouldn't be eating candy right now and saying yup, but listen, I go on some candy runs every now and then. That's it. When I was hooping, I was grinding. When on YouTube, I'm grinding right now. Discipline, it really is. It is the number one.
Ball outside of basketball, I really learned discipline because of that. And I would just say hard work, because you might not be the best, but you work hard, you can beat anybody.
That's real. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. This is the final episode, chat. What are we thinking? Like the video if you're fucking with it. Subscribe if you want some more W content. That's all I'm gonna say. Why is this thing back? Alright, so maybe my content's not that great if shit's popping up on my screen somehow. But, final episode. Bridging cultures?
And Philippine basketball started to take notice of you. Do you recall the person who first reached out to you while you were in the States about the
Tim
possibility
Cone
for playing here?
I don't remember exactly the first person, but
Coach Reyes.
they reached out for me to play for Batangilas. That's how I got my passport and everything, because I was supposed to play. But around that time is when I was transferring high schools. And so I didn't want to do too much that summer.
2K? I wish they were showing more basketball, like behind the scenes, like him at practice type of vibes. Like I need those clips.
Coach Tab from Ateneo.
We're just doing a podcast right now.
Adamson also. Those are about the only two schools that.
Wait.
And Adamson also. Those are about the only two schools that were trying to get me to the Philippines. And Coach Tab was also associated with the national
Bro is
team.
bald.
So that's kind of like how everything started for me.
What influenced your decision to go to Ateneo?
Probably Coach Tab. He's one of the top coaches in the country. He was with the national team, part of all that. And that was one of the goals. I wanted to play on the national team.
That's so fire. That is so fire.
It was scary coming here. I didn't know anything about the Philippines. We were staying at the Ateneo dorm for a while, just me and my brother. Didn't know where to go, where to get food.
Oh my God, this is
But
gonna
my
be me in
brother
November.
was here before, so he was kind of like leading me. He was like, "You got to take this tricycle. We're gonna go to the mall over there." So I was riding the tricycle. I didn't know what I was doing.
So
Tricycle.
Eli flew here before you?
Yeah, he played in like a NBTC tournament. So he knew a little bit more than me. He was just guiding me a little bit at first. I remember the Team B. I wasn't playing any games since I got here, so I just had to beg every weekend, like, oh, when are the games? When are the games? Until the Team B finally started and I could start playing. Coach Yuri Escueta was the Team B coach.
A coach with hair.
I don't want to name the guys because, like, I mean, my brother was there. I don't want to name everybody because I might leave them out. I think he'll feel bad. The Glory B guys know who they are, and we had a lot of fun. Played in like a bunch of tournaments.
Outside of Glory B, did you play pickup ball anywhere that, are there any lost files out there?
No, not here. Not here. I wish there was more open runs though. That was something I was thinking about, because in the US it's so easy to just go play open runs somewhere, but for me it's like it's a little bit harder here in the Philippines to find a gym to play in.
Okay.
The shock was like the physicality, how people played,
Ooh.
and just like their moves
I'm
and stuff
definitely
is
gonna
not like what
re-injure
we're
myself,
used to
confirmed.
in the US. Like you just move differently.
I might honestly have to limit myself when I come there to one game of basketball, like the whole time I'm there. Oh my god. Especially y'all got slippery ass courts too. I'm gonna injure myself. I literally can't injure myself. I will fucking die if I injure myself one more time.
In the US, you call a lot of fouls.
That's
Here,
true. The US is pussy. I personally, I would love to play like Mindano ball. That's my, hey man, let's get physical. But right now, I'm literally fragile. I'm made of glass right now and I don't know why.
No blood, no foul.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the big difference.
How did that
And I
help
like that.
shape your game moving forward?
I think it helped me a lot because in the US, I really worked on like the finesse, my finesse in the game, how smooth it is. And then playing here is more like I worked on being physical and having a little more rougher style of play.
Oh.
Yeah, there was the one game where I didn't miss a shot, and I didn't know it until the
Oh
end.
my god, he's actually playing 2K. This is like his intro. Loki giving me podcast vibes, a lot of talking, but it looks like that the next episode might have some more, you know what I'm saying, more activity. Okay, we're gonna watch this upcoming thing because we don't have it.
One game where I didn't miss a shot, and I didn't know it until the end. Coach Tab was like, "Oh,
yeah, just kidding, just kidding."
Just wait till
My
you
bad.
check your phone; it's gonna be blowing up."
Oh, my bad.